and welcome back to Let's Play Omori. Last time we collected all the black keys that we needed, and we are ready to enter black space. But we've still got some things we can do in Headspace. Now, you may remember back when we did Orange Oasis so many videos ago, I did not do everything there was to do in Dino Dig. Actually, I do not want to go in just yet, because I took the liberty of collecting some Dino Dollars off-screen so that we could get a Silver Spoon. Additionally, I've also got a Pyramid Key still in my inventory, so we can just bypass the third floor, or the first floor, and not waste any digs there. And honestly, if you want to get to the top, it's a pretty good idea to do that. Just get like a plastic spoon, or heck, just even use the potato spoon, and dig up the key on the first floor, and that'll put you in pretty good position to finish the pyramid, since the amount of places you can dig goes down as you go up. So, we'll just use that silver spoon. And yeah, the remaining things we need to do in Headspace are all located in Orange Oasis, so once we finish up here, we'll be ready to go on. Now, I'm not going to dig anything here, but we have not actually checked out the the enemies available on this floor. Here we've got a SS Snake, or a Strawberry Short Snake. And I'm not going to do anything too fancy with it, I'm just going to make him angry to maximize the experience gain, and that'll be it. But it will probably get an attack in before it dies. As you can see, it survived, it will survive quite a few hits from Omori's hackaway. It actually did pretty sizable damage to Hero. These things will definitely kill you if you try to fight them immediately when you get here. The Bun Bunnies are basically the only thing on this floor we can seriously hope to beat upon reaching this place the first time. Porcupies, they have extremely high defense, and they are reasonably tough to kill, but not too much. So I'm going to have Aubrey do a power hit, and we're going to do a past Aubrey. This does not pierce defense, but it does so much damage that it's pretty much more effective than any other attack that we could use that does not pierce defense. Mori's doing some pretty good damage there, though. Fortunately, power hit is also a defense-piercing attack, so we have options there. As you can see, really good experience. If you can manage to beat these things when you first get here, you can probably level up really quickly, but not really worth it. And besides, the Bun Bunnies are safe enough to fight, and they give enough experience too. Now, on the second floor, got more unique enemies. Got celery, and we got ginger root. Aren't those some cute little vegetables? Let's see. I'll go try and spread out my damage, and I'll mesmerize them. Yeah. Since Hero's got the top hat, and mesmerize reduces the damage he takes, he'll do pretty good on defense there. He won't get hurt too bad. Now, as for all the enemies within Dino Dig, there honestly isn't anything too special about them. They just hit really hard, and they're reasonably durable. So it's not really the most interesting area. Do I have Rebound equipped? No, I don't. Oh well, I'll just go for another hit. Maybe I could have used Ricochet there. But yeah, just really durable enemies, hit really hard. You're unlikely to be able to beat them when you first get here, and that's really how this area gets its challenge. And, yeah, we're pretty close to... just launch some regular attacks against this one, have Omori attack the other one. If you've been looking at my skill list, you might notice that I have Lucky Slice equipped, and that is a move that always goes first, and there's a very particular reason why I want that equipped. We're also going to be fighting all these things just to get a couple more extra levels if I can. Yeah, already that close. We'll just use snack time to get a quick top off on everyone there. Now we do gotta start looking for that pyramid key. Hopefully it doesn't take me too many digs to find it. If it does, though, no big deal. I can just edit ahead to when I manage to get to the third floor with a decent amount of digs left. Some good healing items here. Now we've got the other enemies here, Cilantro and Sprout Bunny. Again, nothing terribly special about these enemies. They just hit really hard, take a lot of damage. Yeah, not very exciting. I think I'll mix it up this time and just go for some pure offensive rush. Ah, that was the wrong one. I'm paying attention there. Oh well, it'll still deal some good damage. Yeah, honestly, I probably do just play a little too conservatively with my juice. Should use all these skills since I got them, and the juice to throw them out. And, you know, the 5 million healing items sitting in my inventory. Did not actually know that the Sprout Bunny could heal its allies. Let's see here. Alright, we should be able to finish this off this turn. Ooh, pretty brutal. But after this is all the enemies on this floor, so we can just avoid the last set of them. Yeah, really good experience, though. If I made them angry, we'd be doing quite well on the experience there. Some of my characters who are closer to leveling up might even just outright do so from that. We may not have enough digs to actually... Nope, there we go. Pyramid key. Like I said, that was all the enemies, although we can always double-check our faux facts journal just to make sure, which I will do. You can find them... It's a blank spot right there. Oh, it looks like... Oh, right, I loaded file after I fought the Bun Bunnies. Oh, well, I showed them on video, so you clearly know where they are. Yep, last two enemies are on the next floor, so let's get there. And actually, I will want to do a little bit of healing here. Let's see. Just want to give some of this junk items to Hero, get him topped off, and restore Aubrey's juice. Man, got so many of these because I never use them. Oh yeah, and 5 million cherry sodas from farming cans in the other world. Alright, but, these enemies look a little strange. Chickens just bolt for it. Alright. Thank you, Fossil. That is for resolving the quest with Miss Palmy that we got way back when, and the X key. Now, let's take a look at our Hangman's checklist. And if I can just find the button for it. Yeah, playing on a new controller. Well, actually, it shows right there, 23 out of 26. And as you can see, we got a blank spot for G, and a blank spot for Y and Z. Now, where are these letters? In places that we actually cannot get to on this playthrough. We must be on the alternate route in order to get to them. What happens when you collect all the keys? We'll see. For now, we've got a rabbit. Rabbit? And like the enemies on the previous floor, there's nothing terribly interesting about these ones. They're just very strong and hit very hard. Fortunately, this one is solo, so we can just focus on passing to Aubrey to maximize our damage. And it's already angry, so we need the best of both worlds there. Do good damage to it, get good experience. Oof, there goes Kel. Yeah, these guys, pretty ferocious. Killer rabbit indeed. Yep, that took it out. So unfortunately, that actually does kind of stink that Kel misses the experience, because I actually do want him to get some level ups. So as you notice there, Omori learned his final skill that he can learn through leveling up, and that was Final Strike. Very apropos name. Let's take a look at that. Final Strike. It is an attack to all enemies, pierces defense, and its damage increases as Omori's emotional state goes up. So it does very much increased damage if he's at a 3rd level emotion. At least I'm presuming, because the previous times I played this game, it actually did not have that effect. They recently patched that in to buff it. Yeah, it wasn't a particularly spectacular attack. I mean, it was kind of like Stab, but it pierced defense right out. But it just wasn't terribly strong to really justify using it. And there wasn't really much fighting to do by the time you learn it. Next enemy we got here is chickens. These guys are very fast, and they have a tendency to run away from battle, so we'll see if we can kill it. This one's happy. Yeah, it just runs away. Rather annoying. Okay. Might not get the key on this. We'll just run away from this. Yeah, these guys are pretty obnoxious. Just keep getting in your way. Okay. Let's see if we get the key here. Nope. From here? Yes! Okay, we're actually gonna make it. Now, what do we find on the final floor? We find another chicken. Let's try on attacking it. Lucky Slice to go first. We'll have Kel use Ricochet just in case he's fast enough. Yeah, it runs away. Now that chicken, if you manage to defeat him, he'll drop a chicken ball, which is one of Kel's ultimate weapons. Oh, snow cone tickets, nice. Bunch of those. But yeah, I failed to defeat him because Kel is the most likely to actually be able to outspeed that thing and actually just nail it with Ricochet to kill it. I wasn't sure how much HP it has, and maybe if Lucky Strike would let me kill it, but unfortunately it had more than that could do. So we'll come back at the end of that video to finish that thing off and get the chicken ball, because we're going to be getting some good EXP very shortly in the next thing we can do in Orange Oasis. Now what does the chicken ball do? Well, it's a very interesting weapon. We'll check it out once I'm able to get it. Now, you may remember when we first came here, there was a line of toast that we hit in sequence in order to open up a trapdoor, but underneath the door there was a body of water that, at the time, Omori was still afraid of drowning, so he refused to cross it. There's a man on fire. But that is no longer the case. Now, you can technically come back here as soon as you get your friends back, and, you have access to the Pluto space platform in Deepwell, but I figured it would just be better to come here, because while it is a relatively interesting fight to do straight away when you're lower level, it also gives a ton of experience, so it would make us over-leveled for the upcoming the Deepwell sequences anyway. We just poke this big toast here, even though it says not to touch, because we're rude children like that. You seem to have disturbed somebody. Is the big toast gonna attack us? Well, in a manner of speaking, I suppose. Fortunately, this flower breaks our fall, although kind of covered in it now. Yeah, I was gonna say, you'd probably be pretty sneezy at that point. And as you can see, our fronts are all covered. But that doesn't deter us from exploring too much. No, we cannot. What exactly is the treasure? I kind of feel sorry for this guy now. A important-looking safe, you say? Oh, really? Nah. Let's take a look around after we took all the effort to get here. It's a nice place you got here. Oh, you're just being paranoid. The perfect spot for a sacrifice. Well, we've got a variety of objects over here. Huh, there's a number under there. Wonder what that could mean. Well, that doesn't mean anything. Let's get to sacrificing. Let's sacrifice the bread loaf. And that did not go well. As you can see, it turned into a variety of bread products. Living bread products. Almost unbred products, maybe. Anyway, just get to work with our multi-targeting attacks. We'll have the hero draw aggro here since he's not really good for much else. Well, okay, I lied. He has a really good follow-up with Kel. Yeah, honestly, I've never really cared too much about the attack debuffing effect of that, but it is what it is. It can be handy every now and again. Now, this is actually the first time I've bothered to fight all these enemies, because the last time I came here, I always just lifted up each item individually to get the numbers to the safe, and I never realized you could sacrifice these things just to fight more enemies. It was kind of annoying, because that prevented me from finishing my Fofax journal on my most recent playthrough, and once you complete your business in this area, you cannot sacrifice anything anymore. You have to sacrifice these things the first chance you get. Now, here we've got the copy pasta and the lead creepypasta. But once again, nothing terribly threatening about these guys. Just goes for all our multi-targeting skills. Again, have hero draw their attacks. I got mesmerized. I may as well put to good use. And again, hero just cannot do too much damage on his own, even with that massive attack buff we got for him. He might do slightly better damage with the LOL sword, but I just find the boosted items from the frying pan to be so much more useful. And the copy pasta copied itself. Suppose I should have figured it would do that. And they're all bopping on Hero, but he takes it like a champ. All those defensive items. Okay. Throw out another hack away. Do another wind-up throw. I should have equipped Rebound. Alright. But this should take care of it all at this point. Alright, and there we go. Not too terribly threatening. And Kel grew to level 35. I wonder who's making those oohs. Actually want to check out Kel's stats here. I believe the number that I would like him to be at is 135, though I don't know if he'll reach that anytime soon. Perhaps with a better piece of equipment I could get him up there. Anyways, let's take this life jam. Just trying to get a sequence of numbers there. And living bread. More unbred creatures for us to take out. And, you know, pretty repetitive battles, sadly. But hey, new enemies, and we gotta fill out that journal. Now, truth be told, I did consider doing this whole sequence of events on the alternate playthrough, since I've mentioned this a couple times before, but we actually cannot complete the Fofax journal on this playthrough. So we would really only need to do this on the alternate route. But, I don't know, it just feels like it would be hard to place it, and I kind of want to fit all of the alternate route, or at least all of the alternate route that leads up to the major diverging point of the game. I want to fit that in one video as best I can, and this is just too long and extensive, so I didn't really feel like including it. Besides, I think we need a little bit of levity after the sequence with Humphrey, and whoa! That was one heck of an oven. What do you gotta say for us, Papa Chip? Oh, thank you, Papa Chip. And he flies off. How nice of him. Yep, there he is over there. Hi, Papa Chip. Alright, 7201. Well, Papa Chip, you don't tell me what to do. No, Papa Chip, I want to take the plate of oatmeal cookies. No! I'm taking them! I can choose what to waste my precious young life on. Ah, Papa Chip, you're being paranoid. We've sacrificed plenty of things before, and we were able to handle them. Another oven? Who is this? It's a French oven. This is the nefarious Chip. This is a unique boss that we can fight by sacrificing those oatmeal cookies right there. Actually, since this guy is probably a bit more tough than what we've faced up to this point, I'll actually use some strategy on him. Not anything particularly complex, but you know. I do want to restore some of our juice, so we'll use that melon smoothie. Not too bad. Alright, what's this guy gonna do? Just stroke his mustache? Okay, now I think what I'm gonna want to do is make us... No, yeah, I do want to use a toy. Use some confetti. Have Aubrey go for another beatdown. I'm gonna use a present on this guy to make him angry. It's the only one I got. Maybe I should swap in Annoy after this, if I can even be bothered to remember. And just have Hero do a normal attack. And at this point, we should just totally dumpster this guy. And that's kind of the danger you run when using Happy as your primary attacking status. Alrighty. But this shouldn't be too hard at this point. Now we'll just start going all in. I do have to wonder if being happy provides a by proxy damage increase to run and gun, since Kel is faster at that point. You aren't going to beat us, nefarious chip. Alright. Pretty good damage there. I'm gonna call Aubrey in for another attack. Oh wow, that's actually really good for Hero. Oh, we just completely annihilated him. Not bad. Oh man, that's exactly the kind of experience I need to see. See ya, nefarious chip. What do you guys say about that, Papa Chip? Yeah. Aw, don't be like that, Papa Chip. You gave us the bread. We appreciate it, really. I realize now you were just trying to help us. Anyways, let's sacrifice this cute little bunny. And that just made it into a cupcake bunny. Alright, we're just gonna kill this thing. Yeah, that was, not much. Had I known it was gonna do that, I might have just cut that battle right there, but eh. And finally, the kitty. This cat looks kind of familiar. Well, now it's gonna look dead. Bye-bye, kitty. Well, looks like we've angered the hush puppies. Unfortunately for them, they do not seem to be terribly threatening. And thus the hush puppies are silenced. Or perhaps we have to fight another one. I'm actually paddling into new territory here, because I have not seen this on my previous playthrough, so I'm not sure how many of these things we actually have to kill. I actually want to talk to the mole there. See, this is why you don't go into things blind, because then you get caught off guard and like, oh, what do I do here? But hey, at least the hush puppies aren't too threatening. You got any comment on this mole guy? You know, hush puppies. Papa Chip, what do you got to say? Oh, you just still focus on nefarious Chip. All right, we'll just finish off the rest of these hush puppies then. Now, if I'm keeping track, that might just be the end of our Fofax journal on this playthrough, aside from one more boss that we have to fight. Very good pass to Aubrey there. And the last one. Well, this has been an interesting little sequence of events. Even after playing this game 3 times, and now on my 4th and 5th playthroughs of it, I'm still seeing new things. I think that's a good sign of quality right there. And there we go. Well, that was an interesting sequence of events. Now, let's take a good look at our Fofax journal. As you can see, we got a space for the Bun Bunny there, but I can just get that on my way back through the pyramid. We've got... There's sliced sesame and sourdough, the creepy pasta, the copy pasta, the living bread, the ginger dead man and toast ghost we fought earlier, and the hush puppy. How morbid. Now, you may notice there's 2 more regular enemy slots here. These we have to fight on the alternate playthrough. And spot here. This was a spot that was blank in my last playthrough because I missed these. But yeah, see, as you can see, got most of the things here. Just a few more things that we need to get. But we'll be seeing those on the alternate playthrough again. Oh, what are you gonna do about it? Be blind? Like you are? Anyways, we've got the full sequence there, so let's input those numbers. On my most recent playthrough, I had actually gone through the game recently enough that I actually had this memorized and didn't have to pick up anything, which is part of the reason why I didn't bother sacrificing anything. Yes, let's take that recipe. Ah, I see. Hey, Mr. Mole. It's okay, this is for a good cause. We don't know what it is, but you're going towards it. And with that, a portal has been opened. Let's take it. And yes, you need to sacrifice all those things before you throw the mole in there, because otherwise, you can never fight those enemies ever again. Kind of annoying. Anyway. Oh no, it's a bread boulder. We gotta run. I hope we can get away from this. Is there a way we can jump out of its way and maybe be safe? Not get crushed? Well, at the end, oh, we fall. And we get crushed anyway. Game over? The first one that I've gotten in the game so far? Well, no, not quite. You actually are fated to die there. But it's okay, because Omori, he endured. Remember, Omori did not succumb. Our friends, though, they weren't so lucky. Fortunately, a bunch of life jams in here. Just as a side note, if you stand still and get run over by that boulder, as I found out by accident on my first playthrough, you get sent here anyway, so you don't actually have to run away from it. Yep. Omori is someone you can count on like that. It's okay, Kel, you're back among the living. Well, you were toast for a little bit. Hero, what do you got to say? Dizzy but alive. You know, that's a good question. Place where abandoned toast goes, huh? Is this place like heaven? Well, no, as a matter of fact, if we save our game here, we will find out that this place is Breven. Looks like we've infiltrated Breven. I'm noticing a trend in the meals they serve here. Be sure to eat this strawberry jam, as this is part of the stuff that goes towards the achievement. It's very easy to pass over this, like, if you were like me, and you didn't actually sacrifice anything, and you didn't fight, so you didn't actually have a reason to use that. Again, that's another reason why I failed my previous playthrough. I believe you're not able to come back here after you finish your business here. Although I didn't actually bother to check too far after I realized I couldn't sacrifice anything. You know, that little sing-songy thing they did with the fresh bread, that sounds kind of familiar. Where did we hear that before? Well, guess it's nothing to think about. Or something to think about. Yeah, your father, he's doing great. He's working towards a good cause, let me tell ya. Wonder what that's all about. Well, nothing we need to concern ourselves with too much. Let's check out the masters of this place. Hey, they look like in Faraway Town, Daphne and Bowen, except these are Biscuit, and the other one is Doughy. And together, they are the unbred twins. They make all the fresh bread of the world and send it back out. Important figures, to be sure. I suppose they're also the masters of toast. Boy, you guys are sure cheerful. Is this really all you can do, though? Hey, guys. Yep, you can never get away from the bread. Wait, no, wait, we don't want to fight. looks like they've made up their minds. So yes, we've got a boss fight against the unbred twins. We'll start by staring them down a little bit, and I'm not too concerned about getting all their stats all the way down, so we'll do some speeding up here, just smile at them. In particular, I'm not too concerned about getting their speed all the way down. Gonna have Kel just get some chip damage in there so we can sooner advance them to the next stage of the fight. As you can see, they can attack twice. And we'll probably shortly see their other gimmick. I'm gonna stare at them. And we don't need to do another power hit. I'm gonna just go in on the beatdowns, start ricocheting, and just use a fast food on Omori there. I'm not gonna do anything with my emotional state yet. We're waiting for a specific point in the fight. There we go. Their defense is down to the maximum, and their attack has been pretty significantly lowered. Actually, that's down to the maximum also. But looks like they aren't feeling so hot about this. But they restore their HP, and with that sadness, more of the damage they take is going to be going into their juice. This is going to be a little tricky. I think we need a little boost to our offense here, so we're going to use 2 air horns, have Kel use the one, have Omori use another, and we'll just have Hero do an attack. Make everybody enraged. It's been a while since we had a good old anger beatdown. Yeah. Hopefully we can chunk through their juice quickly enough. And we'll call Aubrey there to give her some juice back. I haven't really pointed this out too much, but Hero's follow-ups do also restore juice, and now that they're fully upgraded, I actually have a pretty decent amount of HP also. You know, we actually haven't seen their primary gimmick yet, and that's what they do is that they can summon enemies in. Unfortunately, enemies summoned by them don't get added to your faux facts journal. Kind of annoying, but it's not a big deal. We're gonna go for some tickles. And let's just, yes, there we go. I could make Omori furious, but unfortunately I do not have a single target anger option available, and I don't really feel like wasting the air horn. Again, we're gonna call Aubrey, just get her some juice back. Next turn I'll have a Hero use a smoothie for us. Looks like they're getting sadder. Now they are depressed, the second level of sadness. You're never going to see me use this because it's terrible, but it's very good for them because it diverts even more of their HP damage into their juice. And they have a lot more of that stuff than we could ever hope to. Again, I feel comfortable having Kel use Tickle because his damage just doesn't really compare to Omori and Aubrey's, so it's probably the more effective thing to do overall. Let's see. Yeah, let's, we got those Dino Smoothies, let's use those. Why settle for something less? There we go. Still doing pretty good damage to their heart, though. It looks like it's a 50-50 split between their heart and their juice now. This Dino Smoothie will keep us running. And finally, they actually called something in. And now, they hit the final level of sadness. Miserable. Now, every bit of HP damage they take gets diverted into their juice. Now, instead of having Kel Tickle this turn, I'm just going to have him Ricochet. And that's just to take out the sourdoughy over there. Or the sourdough, not the sourdoughy. Getting him mixed up with the unbred twin. But yeah, we have to... Oh, actually, that HP damage right there tells me that we actually have already completely depleted their juice. So now they're taking full damage. Actually, this is going to kill them. Yep. Well, that went pretty well, honestly. Usually that fight's a bit of a slog, but we handled it with aplomb, if I use that word correctly. And got tons of good levels out of that. Nice. You guys did your best. we're not here to kill you. I mean, we've killed everyone else on our path at this point, but, you know, you guys are humans. You're kids. We're not gonna kill you. Yeah, we were just checking it out. We would never do that. Ever. We've never done that this whole journey. Don't you guys want to do something besides baking? You do know there's more to life than just baking, right? Yeah, come on. It's kind of a sad existence, really. But who says? Yeah, take a break. Come on, guys. Well, life, meaning is what you give to it. I mean, you could go out, have fun, party with some people, sit in the daylight, maybe just take a nap. I think we're getting through to them. Yeah, come on. Yeah, it's Headspace. It's great. It's chaotic. There's so many things to do. You can go to a campground in space. You can go underwater to gamble. You can go to a castle inhabited by a really obnoxious person in the forest. Even this desert right out here, there's Dino Dig. It's dino-tastic. And, yeah, you can do all that. Alright. Amen to that. Amen to that. Goodbye to Breven. Yes. And thus we have convinced them. See you, Biscuit and Doughy. And of course, I just put a ladder there. But now that that's done, we can get out of Breven. So let's go. And we just come up out of the tombstone, or the toast stone, I suppose. Hey, now here's something. We got a new accessory, the bread phones. These were actually not in the initial versions of the game. I believe they got added in the 1.03 patch. Let's check these out. Ooh, that's actually kind of interesting, not too terrible effect. Alright, so Kel is at 117 speed. Let me just take a look at something. Long ago, we got that contract, and, not quite, but maybe if I get a couple more levels. So I'm just going to cut ahead to when we're at the top floor of the food pyramid, and hopefully I'll be able to kill the chicken that time. You know what? I'm going to throw the book on Kel just so he's getting more experience. Alright, I'll meet you guys there. Alright, here we are. Looks like the chicken is a one-shot deal and he gets away. Alright, well, I did not actually know that. I guess I'm gonna have to truly show that off on the alternate playthrough. But what happens when you find the chicken and defeat him? He drops the chicken ball, and what that does is a unique weapon for Kel that gives him an absolutely insane boost to his speed. He goes from, like, 100 to 360 or so. It's pretty ridiculous. That means he goes first no matter what, and he does very heavily boosted damage with run and gun at that point. So it's a pretty good weapon. It doesn't really matter that we can't get it on this playthrough, but that is something very important to note for my alternate playthrough, because I really did not know that. I thought that thing would still be there. So, oh well. So I'm actually going to just head back to finish off one more side quest that we need to do that I totally didn't forget to do. So I'll meet you there. Alright, and here we are at Palmy's house. We just have to give that thank you fossil to Jelly. Well, we've got something right here for you. Yeah. Well, we have no reason to hang on to it, so here you go. And for exchanging that tour, we get a snow cone ticket. Not too bad. In addition to the ones that we got from the top of the food pyramid, we can get a pretty decent supply of snow cones, and that would probably mean something if we could actually use those for anything. But that's it. That's every side quest that we can do on this current playthrough. For anything else, we have to go on the alternate route, and we'll be checking that out in the near future. But nothing left to do but return to the house in the middle of the vast forest and, well, enter black space. So, I see no reason to delay. We'll just head there right now. I will admit, I'm a little disappointed I wasn't able to get the chicken ball. I genuinely did not know that the thing didn't come back if it ran away. But that's just something I have to be conscious of for the alternate playthrough, and I'll very easily be in a situation where I can just kill that thing before it gets a chance to go in that playthrough. But that is it for Headspace. We're heading to the point of no return now. Again, it bears repeating, once you enter black space, you cannot leave it to come back to Headspace, and once we're done there, in this playthrough, we won't be coming back to Headspace, period. This is the end game for it. So, let's just get there now, and let's rip that bandage off. Say goodbye to the Mari of this world, to the Kel, Aubrey, and Hero of this world. Are we even going to be saying goodbye to Omori? Afterwards, it's just going to be sunny in faraway town, and whatever life throws at him afterwards. But we'll get there when we get there. For now, we just have to tackle what's right in front of us. What's right in front of us is this house, surrounded by those familiar hands. Once again, we see that shadow. Much like the hole in Sweetheart's castle, there's nothing to do but throw ourselves into it. So, walk up, take a look. It's a long way down, but just gotta take that leap of faith. Find ourselves in some water on a darkened beach. Let's just cut our way through the forest. Top these stairs. Who else do we find but Mari? And I do not think it's the one of Headspace. Well, nothing to do but head up and examine it. Door before us. No choice but to open that door. Welcome to Black Space. All the keys that we have spent this game collecting finally found their use. And we are given an opportunity to save our game. I think we'll do so here. When we come back, we will explore this strange new room. Until then, goodbye.